So first and foremost, I want to give all praise glory and thanks honor to Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Basham, Dash, double honor to others and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. This brother Rakia, I'm gonna make this super quick concerning Hodge Twins podcast. Dan Bilzerian goes nuclear on Erica Kirk. She's a scumbag. Okay, copyright. Disclaimer. So let's play a bit, then I'm gonna come in with the scriptures. This dude Dan Bilzerian, I remember years ago, I was watching his Instagram. He was chilling with mad bitches, but it was going on the small hat, so I might have to come for part 2, because also he was going in for the small hatters in this video. He was saying a lot of good things, man.
Talked about that.
Yeah.
It's mostly Jews, and Charlie Kirk talked about that.
Yeah.
It's mostly Jews, and Charlie Kirk talked about that.
Yeah.
You know, off the get-go, man.
You know, what did Charlie Kirk talk about right before they killed him? He absolutely, unequivocally did not want Trump to go to war in Iran.
Yep, right.
And he started talking about the Jews that were pushing all the open borders. In fact, they're going to have to answer for that. And then one of the last texts that he sent out was that he was going to have to abandon, supporting Israel.
Right. Yeah. You know what is so disappointing about his death? Since his wife has become CEO of his company, she hasn't said not one word about that war.
She is such a fucking scumbag. I mean, she is like literally like the face of profiteering off somebody's death. Like, she is the textbook definition of a grift.
Right.
It's like, dude, I mourned my cat for like 5 times as long as she mourned her husband.
Right.
Like,
right.
Dude, when I had to put down my cat, I was fucking devastated for that for like a month and a half. Like, bro, like,
dude, I'm dreading that day, man.
Yeah. Dude,
I got a couple dogs and a cat.
Like a week after her husband was like killed on national TV in a fucking crazy, horrific way, she's like jumping up and down about hat sales.
Right, T-shirts. How much money they made? I was like, man, come on. And then since his wars took place, it's like you was Charlie's wife, and you're not gonna step up and to the plate and say and express the same sentiment he was sharing before he was shot and killed.
Exactly.
She's silent about the Iran war.
Like, the least she could do for his legacy is at least support his beliefs on, the Iran, and not like completely turn around what he built. He built Turning Point. So to now like point that whole base in the opposite direction as he felt with Iran, I think is super fucked up.
Yeah, she was on Fox News holding, she was selling a book, and she was wearing, I think, the Israeli pin, like a flag or something. Yeah. I was like, man, she's the direct opposite of Charlie.
I think she's a Mossad agent. I think she's a honeypot.
You think she was a beard for Charlie?
I don't know about that. I just think that these, super Zionists,
which, she compromised. Even the whole thing compromised, man. With Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk. But Erica Kirk, she was in the Miss Teen USA. Miss USA pageant. Okay?
Hi, I'm Erica Bronze, Miss Arizona USA 2012, and you're watching Destination TV. Stay tuned for more action. Hi, I'm Erica.
And Trump was also dealing with that Miss USA pageant shit. And check this out. Why did Erica Kirk act so strangely? Look like she laughing, man, during the ceremony.
Why did Erica Kirk act so strangely during the ceremony where President Trump posthumously awarded Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom? Many people said her behavior looked more like acting than genuine grief. She was even seen chatting and holding hands with Trump throughout the event. 3 details sparked the controversy. First, she appeared with flawless makeup, perfectly braided hair, and freshly done nails, even wearing 3 new large gold rings. Second, she wore a black lace dress, a big change from her usual white suits and formal outfits. It was as if she had completely transformed herself. Finally, although she appeared emotional and kept wiping her eyes with tissues during her speech, many noticed that not a single tear actually fell, leading some to believe she was putting on a show. But in reality, she was just happy. To her, the Medal of Freedom was the best birthday gift Charlie could ever receive.
Two is more than one. Twix.
Koe vahvojen ja hyvinvoivien hiusten tunne. Priorin kapselit.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch all that, so I care for that. But she was, Trump was. So let's see, maybe this is. Maybe this explains it. From Miss USA to Trump, hug.
Did you know Erica Kirk once had a surprising connection to Donald Trump? Long before Erica Kirk became known as the wife of Charlie Kirk, she actually competed in the 2012 Miss USA pageant representing Arizona. And here's the twist. At the time, the Miss USA organization was owned by Donald Trump. That means Erica was part of a Trump-owned pageant years before she'd later be seen hugging him at her husband's memorial. It's one of those full-circle moments most people don't realize. So yes, Erica Kirk's story goes way beyond politics. From beauty queen to advocate with an unexpected Trump connection along the... Did you know...
That shit creepy, bro. She was sent up to be in place for this in this moment in time. It's all a setup. Her dad was an Israeli arms dealer. So, what I'm saying is, you cannot trust. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Because you see all these politicians, these celebrities, they're not all that, man. They're not what they pretend to be good people, serving the people and stuff. Nah, man. These are all fucking mazes, man. Fucking satanic people, bro. These are Edomites. Okay, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? Okay, Trump also, he's a front guy. Elders Apostles always going to Philip Green, the movie Casino. He was just a front guy. He wasn't running shit. Just there's a lot of fucking distractions, a lot of some different plots, some plays to try and catch your attention. They're not focused on the prophecies. What's really important is the charagma, okay, the mark of the beast. They're gonna push that CHIP, man. They're gonna, go through setting up civil wars. And these other things, they just distractions, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11, rest, which means so that, and in a negative, so that Satan should not get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
kioskilta hodarin
Direct opposite of Charlie.
I think she's a Mossad agent. I think she's a honeypot.
You think she was a beard for Charlie?
I don't know about that. I just think that these, super Zionist, Jewish supporting women just seem to get themselves in relationships with like Kash Patel, Charlie Kirk,
Right.
Monica Lewinsky, they just seem to be like disproportionately around all these people in positions of power. I mean, Alex Jones' wife is Jewish. Joe Rogan's wife is Jewish. It's like,
Well, I didn't know that.
yeah. Why do you think he'll never fucking talk about it? Why do you think he tried to convince Theo that he was crazy? Oh, we need to get. Well, you criticize Israel. We need to get you off those meds, boy. Come hang out with us. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? That ran.
Which, these small harassment, this Amalek, bro. The tiny tops. So-called Israelis, bro. They're not the people. They just are not the people, man. And I got another video on that, which I gotta make. JWO-ish Americans disappointed by their DNA results, shocked by their DNA results. So I was going to that. Which fuck the DNA results any damn way, but the least of the flock shall grow the mountain of these small hatters really getting America into the World War III, man. It's, just look at the situation in Iran. 1 month, already 1 month. It began March 28th, right? Or even February. Am I tripping? Did it begin? Let me check it out. Actually, I think it was February 28th. Yeah, it had to have been because it was during the weekend. Yeah. So yeah, when March began, that was already the war going on over there. Yeah. So almost 2 months already, man. Okay, just to be safe, I put it when USA. So you see, March 1st. So that's when it began. The last day of February. Okay, February 28th. Why did US and Israel attack Iran, and how long could the war last? Well, it's going fucking 2 months. Okay, soon 2 months already. It's gonna go into the World War III.
And my wife, I ran her DNA through Ancestry.
Check her out.
Checked out, and I said I knew it. She's got like 18% Jew in her.
Yeah.
Is that much? It was 18% Sephardic Jew.
I never fucking talk about it. Why do you think he tried to convince Theo that he was crazy? Oh, we need to get. Well, you criticize Israel. We need to get you off those meds, boy. Come hang out with us. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? I ran my wife. I ran her DNA through Ancestry.
Check her out.
Checked out, and I said I knew it. She's got like 18% Jew in her.
Yeah.
Is that much? It was 18% Sephardic Jew.
Sephardic actually has a lot more lineage to that. Those are actually kind of like, in my opinion,
she was all right there, Israel, Palestine.
Yeah, like I think the Ashkenazis are the big problem. Those are the Eastern Europeans that have no fucking tie to that land whatsoever.
You see, they have no connection to that land whatsoever. They're pretending to be the people. Even he said it, man. But that's facts. These Polish, Lithuanian. I mean, wherever the fuck they're from, man. Belarusian. These are not the people, man.
And those are all the ones that change their name. Right. If you want to make the argument about Khazars infiltrating their religion, and there's been a lot of different arguments about, satanic cults infiltrating the religion, hiding behind Jews, it would be the Ashkenazis. I mean, they got like blue eyes and blonde hair. Like a lot of them have no lineage whatsoever to that region, which is why they don't allow DNA testing. And so the Sephardic is.
So yeah, you know, in the land, in the state of Israel, you know, they have a, you cannot do DNA testing at all. Which, like I said, you know, fuck the DNA test. It don't mean anything. You know, it don't show your biblical forefathers. But they, for the most part, do not go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They go to Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. Okay. So I'm ended there, man. The world waking up to the small hatters. Shalom.